Broadcasting live from Urban Cigar Lounge, 601 Main Street here in Daytona Beach, Florida. It's the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Gridiron Gang. It's game time. Let's flip the switch and do this. Very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the EWU edition of the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. I'm your host, Coach Darold Williams, along with my co-host, Mr. Ralph Smith, and Mr. Larry Wesley. As always, how are my co-hosts doing? Ralph, you've been traveling, bro.
Yeah, I was hoping you started with Larry. I was hoping because I'm still traveling. But anyway.
Ain't that the truth, Larry?
Yeah.
He's floating,
Literally.
he's flying.
Literally. Correct.
But anyway, I was looking forward to last week's game. And by the time I got to my daughter's house, sat down and got comfortable and started watching the game, we were behind 21-0. And I thought, okay, that's for 3 years ago. That can't be for this Saturday. Not against my Wildcats. But unfortunately, that's what it was.
Miss Lodge say she was looking for you. I had to cover for you, man.
I appreciate it.
It's gonna cost you. Might cost you a little bit, might cost you a lot, but it's going to cost you.
No freebies.
That's right.
No freebies.
How's it going, Larry?
Not bad, D. Not bad at all. This football season just continues to roll on. We're in week 4 already.
We are in week 4 already, and exciting. Well, I can't even say weekend because when we showed up here tonight, it's Thursday night. Like,
I don't know what's going on.
there was no parking to be had.
None.
It was like it was a weekend.
Shh, thank you, Miss Emma. I appreciate it, but shh. But yeah, man, it's so glad to be back here with you guys for another Thursday night Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Earlier this week on Tuesday night was on with Stephen Holmes on the Ave. We had a great time discussing the game, where we are as a football team, football program, and we're going to elaborate on that a little bit more tonight during the show. Glad to have some of our Wildcat faithful here who traveled with us to South Carolina State, and hopefully we'll hear from them in a little bit.
They're taking care of business right now.
Yeah, they handling business over there. They handling business. I just wonder, if their GM coach saw what they were doing right now, would they be
Probably not.
Like,
Probably not.
And then Saturday on the way to the game, we had to stop and, do something for them also. So, yeah.
You know what they say, Daryl? What happens on the bus stays on the bus, right?
Only if you're back in the ghetto. They weren't, unfortunately. So there's a point, right? It's a tell-all point, and then there's a shh.
They weren't in the select group.
No. We got to get them back there, though. So, guys, that'll take us right into our SWAC week recap. On Saturday, September 13th, last weekend, Tuskegee goes to Jackson State. Final score of that game, Jackson State 30, Tuskegee 0. I don't think there's any surprises there.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Went chalk. Went just like it was supposed to go.
Alabama A&M goes to Tennessee State. Alabama A&M knocks off Tennessee State 23-21. I won't say that's a surprise because we do know this is first year head coach for Tennessee State. A lot of those coaches that he had just came in there like preseason for the most part.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So,
Well, when I saw the score, I wondered whether there were some residual effects from the previous weekend. We didn't highlight, but North Dakota State came into Nashville.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Wow. And they put a 50 burger up on
Tennessee State?
Yes, indeed. Huh. Yes, indeed. That was brutal.
Wow.
I thought the game was up in Fargo, but it was actually
in Tennessee,
in Nissan Stadium.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a pretty tough game for them. But Alabama A&M has been steady from the beginning of the season, playing good football, and we get them after this game.
Yes, sir.
So they'll be
We
coming to
definitely do.
Daytona. So
Yeah.
they've got a very formidable ball club, and that didn't surprise me either to see them play Tennessee State even and actually win it.
See, I just didn't expect that much out of Tennessee State this year anyway, because I think they lost some like 50 ball players. If
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
they
mistaken.
were active in the portal. They really went out and got some people,
Yeah.
in the portal.
And I think he had some guys transfer
He
along with him.
He did.
That came from where was Virginia?
Virginia Union, right?
Yeah. They didn't take off much, So, Rodney Johnson said hello to you guys. So,
my guy.
He's another
All
one of
right.
those traveling guys who
All right.
he was back in the ghetto chilling. So, but that's all I could say because
Don't say anymore.
Yeah. Guys, then we had Miles College go to Alabama State. Final score of that game: Alabama State 37, Miles 9. Definitely no surprise there. And go ahead, Larry.
I'm going to announce right now, because we know how big classics are in HBCU football. There's no doubt in my mind that the most heavily attended classic this year, as it was last year, will be the Magic City Classic, Alabama A&M Bama State. That's going to be a barn burner in Birmingham.
Most
and
definitely, Larry.
Both ball clubs are very strong this year. They have been outdrawing everybody at classics for the last 3 or 4 years.
Yes.
So with them playing as well as both of them are playing, it's going to be a huge crowd there.
Definitely a huge crowd. Alcorn State goes into Stark Vegas. Final score of that game: Mississippi State 63, Alcorn 0. No surprise.
Running clock at the start of the third quarter.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Just got through watching another rerun of it this afternoon.
Lincoln out of California goes to Arkansas Pine Bluff. Arkansas Pine Bluff 34, Lincoln 8.
No surprise.
No surprise.
No surprise.
Yeah. Our Wildcats go into Orangeburg, South Carolina this past Saturday. We'll cover that shortly, but South Carolina State 55, Bethune-Cookman 41. Some interesting things out of that game, and like I said, we will cover that here shortly for the good guys. Prairie View goes to Rice. Prairie View 17, Rice 38.
Rice played. Prairie View played pretty well early.
Yeah, I was going to say not a big surprise that Rice lost won the game, but the surprise is putting up 17 points against Rice.
And they were in that ball game into the second half.
Wow. Now this is this is sort of a surprise. So Grambling State, Kentucky State goes to Grambling State. Final score of this game: 37-31 Grambling in overtime. Controversial play. The forward progress of the young man had stopped. Whistle did not blow.
They pushed him in.
Stripped the ball out of his hand.
Oh, really?
And went back the other way for Grambling. Yeah.
Home cooking.
Well, I was
boudin, gumbo, jambalaya.
Watching the football game, and Grambling was trailing.
Yes, they were
late, and people need to realize that Kentucky State the previous week, 2 weeks previous, had played Albany State in a high-scoring game that Albany State won. So they could put points on the board, and that didn't surprise me. But Grambling being at home, that did, with that score.
Right. Definitely so close.
Being so close late into the ball game.
Definitely. Fans, go ahead and share this with your family and friends. We're on Facebook, YouTube, live streaming from Urban Soul Daiquiris and Wingz. Come on down, get you some good wings, great daiquiris. Great po' boy sandwich, and most of all, that catfish, huh, Ralph?
Catfish, baby.
Catfish. All right. That'll take us. Mississippi Valley State plays Southeast Louisiana. Southeast Louisiana, 56, Mississippi Valley, 3.
That certainly went according to chalk right there.
Yeah.
Because it's awfully tough to go to Sela and get a victory.
Yeah, definitely. Lamar goes to Texas Southern. Lamar 31, Texas Southern 7.
Yes, Lamar is sneaky good this year.
They
I've been
are.
watching them, some clips of them. They're not bad at all.
They are. Albany State goes to FAMU, puts up a huge battle in that game. FAMU did outlast them. FAMU 33, Albany State 25.
Albany led at halftime, 14-10.
Sure did.
And FAMU came out of first play of the second half, and hit about a 75-yard touchdown pass to get going. And then the ensuing kickoff, they kicked off to Albany. Albany fumbled. So Florida A&M got a 2-for-1 and got a little bit of separation there, but that's still pretty close, 33-27.
Closer than it should have been.
They also they changed quarterbacks during the
Oh,
game and went to the other young man, the backup for FAMU. So Southern goes to Fresno State. Fresno State 56, Southern 7. No surprise.
None.
That's a money game. No surprise at all.
That'll take us right into our Pro First Sports Management SWAC week schedule and rankings. And off the top, Edward Waters comes to our Wildcats this Saturday, Daytona Stadium for 3 p.m. kickoff. We'll cover that later.
And with HBCU Go televised.
HBCU Go televising. But that doesn't mean do not come to that stadium.
Absolutely.
You should have never mentioned it, for God's sake.
We still got to come to that stadium and cheer our Wildcats on. This is a special team. I don't care what the record says. Everyone you have faced, has played. You faced the runner-up, the national champion runner-up last weekend. You faced somebody who will probably play for the national championship or definitely be in the playoffs with Miami, and then FIU is not doing bad.
And then, Daryl, the other big part of it is that school has been in session for a month now.
Yes.
And this is your first game. You got the largest freshman class that you've had in many years, if not, from the inception of the college.
Right.
So they've been sitting around waiting for something to happen on the campus, a football game or something. So to me, it's going to be like an early homecoming.
It is. This is a
weekend.
family. You bring Edward Waters in. There's some familiar faces on the other side of the field over there, and it's just like many of us have tons of friends who've either graduated from Edward Waters or live around the school or what have you. So it's I'm excited.
I may end up perusing the stadium outside with the tailgates going on, because I know at least 8 people who are bringing Jenkins ribs with them. So I may be able to get me a rib bone.
Larry might be 200 pounds by the time you leave for the stadium, man. That's all right, man.
The other thing, though, but we're gonna get our man CC in town.
Oh yeah,
which
bro, that guy was there last week, but I ain't gonna.
South Carolina don't count. Daytona what count? He knows that.
You gotta leave my boy alone.
See what I'm talking about, CC?
You got to come to Daytona.
You called me after the show the other week, dogging me, but my boy right here, that's the one.
Hey, no relief, big guy.
No relief, bro.
No relief.
You got to be here, so you
give my frat brother a break. Now, give him a little love.
We'll break it.
I know that's the part that concerns me.
Okay, if anybody ever listens to Ricky Smiley in the morning, anybody, and about Black Tony. So we're comparing CC with Black Tony.
Well, that's awfully low, okay? That's awfully hard.
Oh, goodness. We'll get back on CC in a minute. He deserves everything he gets, Larry. Lane goes into Alabama A&M. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff there in Huntsville. A small week for SWAC play. East Texas A&M goes to Grambling. That's a 6 p.m. kickoff there in Grambling, Louisiana. And Northwestern State goes to Prairie View A&M, 6 p.m. kickoff in Prairie View, Texas.
Wow. That's it?
That's it. That is it, man. Everybody's
Boy, they get bye weeks early, huh?
Well, they're counting their money right now.
Oh, okay.
Give me a week. Let me count this big money game stuff. So but
Wow. It's a light
that's
schedule there.
good
Very light,
scheduling, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to go play
Mm.
for 3 weeks. And
Don't say it.
all right, so our FCS computer rankings in the SWAC. Jackson State comes in at 21. They were previously 35. Alabama A&M comes in at 40. They were previously 63. Grambling State comes in at 49. They were previously 43. Alabama State comes in at 50. They were previously 61. FAMU comes in at 67, previously 78. Southern comes in at 94. They stayed in that position. Prairie View comes in at 98. They were previously 99. Our Wildcats come in at 113, previously 107. Alcorn State comes in at 111, previously 117. Texas Southern comes in at 116. They were previously 110. Arkansas Pine Bluff comes in at 119, previously 123. And Mississippi Valley State drops down one notch, comes in at 128. They were previously 127. In the SWAC football standings, Jackson State 0-0 in the conference, 2-1 overall. Alabama A&M 0-0 in the conference, 2-1 overall. And this is in the East. Alabama State 0-0, 2-1. FAMU 1-2 overall. Mississippi Valley State 0-0 in the conference, 0-3 overall. And our Wildcats 0-0 conference, 0-3 overall. In the West, Prairie View 1-0 in the conference, 1-2 overall. Grambling State 0-0 in the conference, 2-1 overall. Arkansas Pine Bluff 0-0 conference, 1-2 overall. Southern 0-0 conference, 1-3 overall. Alcorn State comes in 0-0 in the conference, 0-3 overall. And Texas Southern rounds it out 0-1 in the conference, 0-3 overall.
Interesting. The Southern loss to Bama State does not count as a conference game.
It does not count as. It's been like that for the last, different teams playing, but for the last few years, it's been pretty crazy. Hey, fans, shout us out there. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We'd love to have you here, guys. Tuning in with us on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Like I said, we're live from down 601 Main Street here at Urban Soul. Here in Daytona Beach, Florida. Come on down if you're in town. Great food. And if you partake in cigars, you go upstairs and you can do the same up there. Full assortment of food, full assortment of liquor, and the best daiquiris in town. Right here, Urban Soul Daiquiris and Wingz. Dun, 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 dun. It's that time, guys. We got to go into the Bethune-Cookman versus South Carolina State game recap, position grades. So our Wildcats come out on Saturday, 6 p.m. kickoff there in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Great scenery. Everyone is around tailgating. Nice tailgate for that was held in at Claflin University for Bethune-Cookman. Numerous people attended. I know some of our bus people attended. It was great food, great atmosphere, with all kind of fans around. People came from everywhere for this game. It wasn't a full house, but the maroon and gold, because our colors are similar, they go by garnet and blue. But I heard numerous times, "Oh, you got the wrong shirt on." I'm like, it matters by the logo, buddy. So
Before you get started,
I'm already done, Ralph.
The last time that we went to South Carolina State, I want you to remember this. They jumped out on us like 30 to nothing. You remember that game?
Yes, sir.
We did the exact same thing 3 years ago, what we did last Saturday. We
different coaching staff, too.
Different coaching, totally different coaching staff. So, again, I can't even say I was disappointed because I was.
So our Wildcats, let's just kick it off, guys. You ready, Larry?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Our Wildcats fall behind 27-0. It was bad, guys. I mean, we talked about home cooking and all of that. Some of it, a small amount was home cooking. Some of it was just straight butt whooping.
The other part was got took out to the woods, Cash.
Yeah. So our Wildcats go down 27-0.
But Daryl, not to cut you off, but when you asked us last week for our parting shots
Yes,
at
sir.
the end of the game, and I know that I said initially, we must match their intensity.
Yes.
Yes.
We must match
You did.
their
You
physicality.
did.
And it was like we didn't get the notification that we were going to fix and play football because we were no-shows in the first quarter.
Oh man. And somewhat in the first half.
Into the second half,
Yeah.
second quarter, deep
Yeah.
into the second
Yeah.
quarter.
So we start off the game. First half, there is really not much to talk about. Favorable stuff to talk about. As Ralph said, we got taken to the woodshed. We just got our butts whipped. We had players from South Carolina State running open. We looked like we definitely missed practice on last Thursday night, which we did. We looked like we had not been prepared well.
Well, they get the ball first.
Yes.
And they immediately go on about an 87-yard drive.
Yes.
And with meeting no resistance at all.
None.
I mean, whatever they call worked. And again, I had so hoped that we would at least show some resistance defensively early, but everything that they ran was available to them.
Was available. The only thing in the first half or the first quarter that was good for us was we looked good.
Oh, that's the best combination of uniforms that I've seen in the Raymond Woody era. We really look good.
We look good.
Yeah, we really looked like we were coming to play football, and we were going to give a strong account of ourselves for the entirety of the game.
Definitely so.
We just forgot the game plan.
Oh, we forgot the kickoff time.
Oh, my Wildcats.
So
2 drives like that, Daryl. 2 consecutive drives.
Yes.
Where they get the ball and
Yes,
they go marching over 70 yards with no resistance, and they're up 14-0. Bingo right away.
I mean, you almost make Chennisberry look like he's an offensive genius in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Just yeah. But we bounce back, trade out quarterbacks. We have a fumble that's unfortunately returned for a touchdown. So that's one of the touchdowns that we give away for a scoop and score. After that, we turn to redshirt senior Cam Ransom, and Cam goes crazy.
Literally and figuratively.
Yes, sir. 17-play drive, goes down the field with 75 yards, taking 8 minutes and 24 seconds off the clock. And this is before halftime. Throws a pass complete to Ricky Shaw down to the 2-yard line. Then Cam called his own number and runs it in. We're down 27-6. We missed the extra point on that.
We didn't miss it. I mean, the holder actually he missed it.
Right.
He never caught the ball. But again, we could talk about the highlights of what we did after they went out 27-0. But my concern is how we came into that game at the beginning. Because I don't know why you would have to fire anybody up to play somebody at their home, because they're going to give you the best game they got. And we sort of like winning that game lackadaisical.
Well, and I agree, and it was South Carolina State, which.
But the other part of it was, and it was going to be an early um, piece of intel for me about the game. When I saw us come out defensively in our alignment, not so much the 4-2-5, but the way we were playing it, where we had no run fits. Our backers were not in position to really come up and make connections or make contact with the running backs.
Right.
And it was very soft and very vanilla. And so that's why it just looked like whatever they ran, they got. Now then, with the receivers running free in the secondary, that became a great cause, because now I'm wondering, are we all on the same page? Why
No.
should so many people be running free in the secondary? I mean, he had his pick of the litter, wherever he wanted to go with the football.
We had, and to answer that, we had a lot of missed assignments.
To say the least.
Yeah, we had a lot of missed assignments, missed calls on that. And what I mean by not referee missed calls, while that was a factor also, that wasn't, why receivers are just running free. But from what I know, everything they threw at us, we had seen on film and knew what they were running. But
that makes it worse.
I know.
Really?
I know.
I was going to say that.
But no, I mean, this is a no holds barred, honest show. So what I'm saying is,
so the word is not lackadaisical.
Well, no,
they just wasn't there.
I'd rather you tell me they tricked us, okay?
Nah.
But if they had seen this and knew it was coming, and that was the best effort we could give to defend that, something's wrong with that. There's not a carryover. Somewhere there's a disconnect.
And it was not that the coaches didn't prepare the players for it. I think seeing it in real time was confusing, because during the game, when that was going on, like, you got the corner looking inside, and behind them it's a free receiver running, and he's the only man who can take that guy. So there had to be a disconnect between the corner and the safety on who was taking who.
Well, because either you're going to pass it off,
right? But we got to talk, right?
You got to communicate that.
You got to communicate that. Yeah.
So what are you saying? They're not talking?
Not talking, and a lot of it you can do pre-snap, but some of it you got to do during the actual play to point. Like, that's my man. I got it. And I saw quite a bit of confusion out there.
There were lots of busts, okay, where people were busting coverage.
Yes.
Busting coverage.
Yes.
And you could see that because the receiving free. Nobody, somebody goes through your zone across your face, you got to notice it. I mean, literally.
Right.
But
right.
They were dialed into something else. Our people were dialed in to something else, and so therefore you could see the play developing.
Yeah, you could.
I'm not at the game. I'm watching the game at another football game, and people are sitting in the stands, not with me, but who are from Bethune-Cookman, and they're texting, and they're like, "We down nothing," and I knew right away something was terribly wrong with that presentation. With the way our kids were executing whatever they were supposed to be in.
So let me ask this question. So is it possibly that we're giving them too much to think about, or?
No, I don't think it's giving them too much to think about. I think you have to, when you're playing someone like a Chinnisberry, who is a good offensive mind, you have to simplify it down It's not that you're giving them too much. You simplify it down where, maybe it's a man coverage. And so, straight up before the snap, that's my guy. I'm riding his coattail the whole way down.
Because it wasn't as if South Carolina State had come into this game as offensive gangbusters.
No,
Right.
no,
Right.
They
Right.
were almost as challenged as we were.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly.
They had better defense, but they weren't scoring any points.
No,
But man, they saw us, and it was like,
again, I remember us discussing this, and I said if they don't come in there with gangbusters, they're gonna get ran out of the park. They had to come there really fired up and attacking. What against South Carolina State at South Carolina State, you pretty much got to attack them because they're going to hit you in the nose.
The thing that I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, do you think we came in there looking more for the run than the pass?
Well, I would say that if I saw us in our 4-2-5 looking like we were looking for the run.
Right.
But I didn't really see that.
No.
I didn't see anything that suggested that we were going to be coming down with some strong run fits.
Mm-mm.
I didn't really see
We
that.
didn't.
I just saw what looked to me almost like a prevent defense.
That's what it was. That's what
What it was preventing, I don't know, but that's what it
wasn't preventing too much. We were down 21 zip.
And then 27 zip.
Yeah.
Well, the 27 was a gift.
Yeah, that's true.
That 7-point was a gift, and that's the second week in a row that he did the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think you had the 21 was a gift. It was a scoop and score from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was the first gift.
Our Wildcats then come back down, march down the field. Cam Ransom hits Miles Morales down the middle for a 19-yard touchdown. Miss extra point. That was the miss extra point. We're down 27-13. So there's hope. There's hope. South Carolina State comes back, responds, 9-play, 67-yard drive. Brian Stubblefield running down the field like,
Because he feels like he's going to Publix or something.
Right.
He doesn't see anybody.
But my point, my thought on that is that we didn't make any adjustments. We still played it the same way. 7-13, and we still that we played when we started. No adjustment whatsoever.
We lost containment.
Touchdown
That's
was.
what it was about. Blatant.
That's yours.
Oh, okay. So they go up 34-13 over us with 7:50 left. Then, another set of controversies sets in. Even if Cam, let the ball go, he was initially down or had crossed the goal line.
Yeah, but the ball was fumbled in the end zone. The ball, when it hit the ground,
was already in the end zone.
Yeah. And the touchdown had already been scored.
And all you have to do is cross that white line. It hasn't touched the white line.
He had a possession of the ball across the goal, and then when his hand hit the ground, the ball came out. That was a touchdown. But again, we had other problems other than that particular problem.
Yeah,
that was a critical swing.
That was critical.
It was because if you go in right there, it's
a different game.
Yeah,
it's a different game.
Then Bethune-Cookman goes down again, hits Malik Huggins, 52-yard scoring strike. Cam rears back and lets that cannon go to Malik Huggins. He runs under it, and that was the game. Boy, I tell you.
It's a rough night, isn't it?
It is.
We're getting work both ways.
Bills sent over in there.
Work both ways.
Oh, boy.
Look at we starting to look like
Boy, I
we
think
at
them
South Carolina
officials,
State.
yeah, them officials showed up here in Daytona.
Rough night, my friend.
Eh,
So we trade scores back and forth. We get the ball back right before half. Can't capitalize in there. One big play that hurt us early on was that the long run
Yep.
by Johnson, Marquis Johnson, that got called back,
Yeah.
which
that was such a beautiful run.
it had
really was.
nothing to do with the play.
That's where the home cooking come in. At.
It had nothing to do with the play.
No, it had
Yeah.
absolutely nothing to do with it.
It was
Again.
long. It was long gone by the time the ball came out.
Now he's 30 yards down the field, and they
Yeah,
come on.
And it was a
Anyway.
white cap at that. So,
But again, we gotta take those decisions out of their hands. We just gotta play better.
No doubt, no doubt.
We gotta play better.
we do.
I mean, it's no way of getting around it. We had excuses when we played Miami and FIU. We can't have excuses when we playing with teams the same size we are.
Yeah. Final score of that game: South Carolina State 55, Bethune-Cookman 41. As far as South Carolina State's quarterback Stubblefield finished the night 21 for 35, passing for 286 yards and a touchdown. Their receiver Smith finished with 9 receptions for 87 yards and a touchdown. Roderick Kelly for South Carolina State finished with 10 tackles. For our Wildcats, Bethune-Cookman's offense used 20 of 30 passing performance from Cam Ransom, finished the night with a game-high 302 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. He added 89 on the ground with 2 rushing touchdowns. Malik Huggins finishes the night with 8 receptions, 148 yards, and Ricky Shaw, the second, finishes 4 receptions, 50 yards to lead the team in receiving yards. The defense was sparked by Antoine Watts with 7 tackles and a pass breakup. And that is how the night ended. Antoine Watts and Nick Ross II led the Cats on defense with 7 and 6 tackles, respectively. Our Wildcats did fight back. Things changed in the second half, and we were able to play football. But once you get out by a large margin, and then that long run really hurt us for that touchdown.
No, you cannot have self-inflicted wounds and dig a hole that deep and expect to climb out of it.
Right.
Particularly on the road against what was a very formidable South Carolina State team. But if you walk away from anything, it's the fact that those were not South Carolina State's second, third, and fourth stringers in there. We were running the football against their ones in the second half. And they had difficulty stopping what we were running.
They had very much difficulty. It went from them looking like they should have beat South Carolina last week to, hey, are these the same guys that we're playing in the second half? And, the momentum definitely swung towards the Wildcats. It's just,
They did not look, well, let me say it right. I don't know. We didn't look like we looked in the first half, and they didn't look like they defended us in the first half, because the RPO, I've never seen them struggle like that with the RPO game. And we were getting chunks of yardage. We hurt them in the air. We hurt them on the ground. Our scheme, our combinations, with
that
the
RPO, man, yes, sir.
It's a whole lot to deal with.
We pretty much took their game plan from the first half and used it against them, and they couldn't figure it out.
No, they couldn't. They really struggled with it. And to Chinnis's point, Chinnis Barry, he said we got to clean some stuff up. Said,
they got South Florida this week, which
they
don't clean up there.
They don't even need to bring the broom. Okay,
don't clean up the South.
We don't clean up.
Not in Tampa.
No, sir.
No, it could be called.
They need to hope they get out healthy.
Call EMT.
Boy, because of what Miami did last week. Oh, I
expect
hate it for them.
South Florida will be very physical.
But
this week.
Daryl, this is the deal though. If a team gets over 500 yards on you, you're usually going to lose.
Of course.
Yeah.
Even
And think about it though. The last 3 games we played, everybody got over 500.
But what happens when your team gets over 500?
Doesn't matter. Because you got 507, they got 561. So they beat you by what, 8, 9? That's the way it goes, man. You got to stop somebody.
Well, I've moved on to suggest this, and I think this is very palpable. We're at this rate, we're going to have to play defense with our offense. Okay,
Keep away.
We're going to literally keep away. We're going
Yeah.
to have long drives. We need to score real quick. We don't need to get field goals. We need touchdowns. Okay,
Exactly.
because at the rate we're going on defense, we're giving up so much. The only thing we can do is outscore people.
We have to make in-game adjustments. If we can make in-game adjustments, and we have the staff to do it, but it's not just the staff. Our players have to, after the staff teaches them what's going on, you got to go out there and play it and do your assignment. And if you don't do that, then people are going to run all over you.
Well, I tell you what, though, if they were confused last week, they're going to really be confused this week.
Nah, I'd say not. I'd say.
I'm just telling you.
Daryl, I said I'm a historian by nature, and I know history doesn't repeat itself. But I can remember saying last week to
You
friends about Clark, and people would just blow me off. Man, Wes, that's just Clark, man. They're Division Two. I said, okay, all right. Like I said, there's a pattern that's developing here with us offensively as well as defensively.
Right.
But we're going to have to really play, and we're going to, the realistic, whatever we get from our defense is a bonus.
Right.
But I'm not going in there expecting a whole lot. I'm based on what I'm seeing.
What I was saying was, I think you're going to see a lot of the same that Chinnis threw at you because you're having the same offensive minds. I think him and Dooley coached together at somewhere down the line, right?
Let me just say this. Chinnis wishes he could do what we're going to see Saturday.
Saturday? All right.
I'm telling you. I was laying eyes on the game. So
right.
I'm not saying they're not beatable, but I'm just saying you're going to have to really have disciplined eyes, because if you're not disciplined with your eyes, they'll run right by you with gadget plays and all kind of things that they it's really eye candy, and it's designed because they're not the same size team as we are. We're much bigger team.
Right.
We have much better depth. But boy, let me tell you what, they are scrappy.
They'll get to your depth quick because you're blown with so much stuff.
And they'll get you out of position.
Our defensive backs, they're gonna have to wake up. They need to either wake up or come and sit in the stands with us. Because you just can't have people just running by you and you don't even take a look at them. They just run by you, just keep looking.
Well, a couple of plays we didn't even know he was running by because he was running behind us. It was oh no.
That's exactly the situation that Edward Waters put Virginia Union, the 13th ranked team in Division II, in last week. And a lot of it was because of the lack of eye discipline and a lot of the creativity, the stuff that I had not seen in a long time. The best way I can describe it, the last time I saw some of the stuff Edward Waters was doing, you got to go back to Archie Cooley, the gunslinger at Mississippi Valley. And don't get it twisted. He didn't open the playbook up. Jenkins got more in the playbook.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to see it all this weekend. But we've got to be very disciplined with our eyes and play assignment football, because they will score. But now we should score.
Oh yeah,
we should. Yeah. I don't think we have a problem scoring.
Well, I think it's going to be a highly entertaining game. I would encourage all of the Wildcat fans, bring you something to drink. I mean, water. Because it's going to be a long game. We're going to be out there 4 hours. It's really going to be that long of a game because they're going to throw that football all over the football field every waters it. So, bring if you got some hydration, bring it in with you because you're going to need to be sipping.
Team stats for this past Saturday's game: Bethune-Cookman 507 total yards, South Carolina State 561. Passing yards: Bethune-Cookman 325, South Carolina State 335. Rushing yards: Bethune-Cookman 182, South Carolina State 226. Penalties: Bethune-Cookman 7 penalties for 69 yards, South Carolina State 5 penalties for 50 yards. First downs: Bethune-Cookman 29, South Carolina State 28. Third down conversions: Bethune-Cookman 3 for 10, South Carolina State 9 for 13. Fourth down conversions: Bethune-Cookman 2 for 3, South Carolina State had none. Time of possession: Bethune-Cookman 31 minutes 26 seconds, South Carolina State 28 minutes 34 seconds.
See, I kind of agree with what Steven said just then. He said, "Why are we sweating the Division two school?" I don't think, Steve, we are sweating the Division two school. I think we are sweating our defense. That's what we're sweating. We just don't. At this point, we don't trust them, and that's the truth. We just don't trust them.
They just got to show us, guys.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's put up a show up. It really is. It really is. And when you look at Edward Waters defensively, the first thing you're going to notice is how small they are because they're very small. They're literally in the trenches. They got not much size, but they are awfully quick,
Scrappy.
and they run a defense that not a lot of people run. They run that triple stack. It's a 3-3, and what they do, they create a lot of havoc with a lot of twists and turns because the linebackers typically go one way, the line goes a different way, and they get penetration. They're coming. They're coming
Larry,
to be disruptive.
If they run a 3-3 against us Saturday, then the score, you're not going to have a scoreboard. We're going to score 100.
Okay.
You heard
We're going to score 100.
from Deacon Ralph Smith.
If they come out there against Bethune-Cookman, run a 3-3, game over.
Okay.
Now, I was scared there for a second until you said they run a 3-3.
The triple stack is a very difficult defense to get ready for because it creates so much confusion for your line because it's like a Chinese fire drill. You got to be very disciplined with it. But they get pressure out of it. I mean, they bring in a lot of people.
I hear you.
Okay. Well, like I said, it'll be on display. We'll see. But it caused Virginia Union a lot of problems.
Well, okay.
We'll get to Edward Waters.
Oh yeah,
we'll get to Edward Waters. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. We're happy for it. It's grading time, guys. Guys, fans, let's get to grading. Let's go through it real quick so we can get to Edward Waters. Quarterbacks, Larry. I'm sorry, Ralph.
Why can you start with Larry?
Okay. No,
all right.
Man.
All right, quarterbacks. I'm going to give the quarterback a B. I can't give him an A because he didn't play the first quarter.
Larry,
I'm gonna only grade Cam.
Okay.
See, I didn't do that.
I'm gonna only grade Cam because I think
that's when the game started.
That's right for us. Yeah. And I'll definitely give him a B plus. That's the best game I have seen Cam play in Maroon and Gold.
Most heady game, yeah.
I mean,
a
complete game. As a leader, an orchestrator, a trigger man, he was good, really good, very savvy.
What say you, fans? Put it in the chat on Facebook, YouTube. We'll move on to running backs, Ralph.
I'll give the running backs a B.
I like that grade. I mean, listen, Marquis' run was a beautiful run. We gashed these guys, man. We really had running lanes. I mean, we blocked some people, and there was nothing wrong with our run game. So I would definitely give them a B.
This week we should have Rodriguez back, right?
Yeah. Congratulations to him. He had a baby on the way, and he missed the game Saturday. Congratulations to him and his family.
Absolutely.
Let's go wide receiver play, and we're going to mix the tight ends in there. Wide receiver play.
I'm going to give them a B+.
Why is that?
Because they caught everything that was thrown to them.
Including the tight end.
Including the tight ends. I mean, they all flashed.
Yeah.
And they made plays when their numbers were called.
And one of our best receivers got injured.
He wasn't even when the game switched, he wasn't even available to us.
So I was extremely happy with the wide receiver core.
Good. Let's go with offensive line.
See it. So I'm going to give them a C+. And the reason I'm giving them a C+ because they didn't do a damn thing the first quarter.
And we had some infractions that got us blocking the back. Yeah, it's stuff. Legal hands to the face that.
That's a fair grade. I would again. All of it says to me that we didn't get the kickoff time correct or something because how do you have a team look so dysfunctional in the first quarter, and then all of a sudden come out and become world beaters? That doesn't normally happen like that, But you could clearly see the difference. It was like either they went and got something out of the cup, and got going, but it was like night and day. So I thought the grade that I could easily give them a C+. I could because they moved South Carolina. Let me put it this way. The University of South Carolina, the Gamecocks, could not move the football.
They could not.
Like Bethune-Cookman did against South Carolina State. They still were talking about that today on the SEC network about what's wrong with the University of South Carolina because they go this week to Missouri to play Missouri. And they were saying that they struggled even against, they got beat against Vanderbilt this week, but they struggled against South Carolina State. Whereas we moved the football.
Mm-hmm.
So our offensive line had to be blocking somebody. So that's why I'm going to give them a C+.
Copy that. Let's go overall offense.
Again, I'm going to give them a C+. Because, I mean, there's no way that you could tell me I could forget about the first quarter and a half because they played lousy. Cam played well, but the first quarter and a half, they played lousy. They even gave up a touchdown.
The reason I'm going to give them a B is because of the headsets and the scheme, the design. We had the right scheme to cause this team trouble. Yeah, we caught the devil executing in the first quarter, but they never solved the riddle of the Bethune-Cookman offense the entire second half. You take away the fumble, we score every possession we had the ball the second half.
But you know what? You almost got to take your hat off to Dante. The offensive coordinator,
that's what
because last year we always was cursing the offensive coordinator.
Of course. That's why I say the scheme looks so good, Ralph.
The scheme looks like
really looks. What did we say earlier on? Get the ball to your playmakers in space,
and that's what he did.
And that's what he basically did.
So you almost you got to say that he has turned the offense around, and we could score.
Well, it's a small sample size, but it's safe to say moving forward. Comparing ourselves with light competition, we're gonna score some points.
We have 1,000. I think it's 1,044, 1,088 yards from the season in 3 games against 3 juggernauts.
This doesn't look like anything Bethune-Cookman has put on the field the last 2
years. Right?
It really doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. Now we're gonna have to do a lot of praying and hold it on and kumbaya. But offensively, we're gonna score some points. I'll go on a limb and say that because we're making adjustments to hurt people. Okay, and you got to stop us because we're not going to stop running that until you show us you can stop it.
More
So-
importantly, he gets the ball consistently to the playmaker.
But and
He
that
does an excellent job of that.
that is the design, the scheme. That's what has the people in Gainesville going crazy right now because they can't stand what Billy Napier and the offensive staff is doing over at Florida. And that's how we felt the last couple of years. And so now there's a breath of fresh air.
Exactly.
And it's a lot easier to sit out in that football stadium knowing that we can move that football up and down the field and we can score also.
I think we're going to have to do a GoFundMe thing for it. And we got to bring Travis down there to straighten out our defense.
He's that T-Row.
Huh?
And
That's what we're going to have to do.
And he would be the man to get it done.
I think so.
No doubt in my mind about it.
Yep. We're going to have to. Hey, Travis, we're coming to get you, bro.
Let's jump over to the other side of the ball. Let's go defensive line.
D.
Larry had to take a sip off of that.
Because he knew I was getting ready to throw that D out.
He's like, man, that's all this ginger ale giving me, man.
I'm gonna take y'all back to what I said last year. Sometime in grading, in the classroom, we had group assignments. So whatever one person in that group got, the rest of the people got that grade. Okay. So right now for our defense, based on the first 3 games, nobody on that side of the football is passing anything. In fact, we're concerned that we might need to do some drop and add. Okay. Literally.
Right.
So you don't have to worry until I see something different. They have a common grade. Okay. Literally.
What's the grade?
F.
So we don't have to do that anymore.
No, I mean, I had to see something different. For 3 games, I've not seen anything.
3 years.
Well,
we
yeah,
haven't seen anything different.
yeah. I mean, I've not seen.
Well, no, the first year.
But yeah, the first year we had something. Whatever we lost that first year, we need to go back and get.
It's in Texas. Ralph, linebackers.
Okay, our linebackers who should be safeties, I think they play pretty decent. I mean, you got 2 safeties playing linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Where they really should be is safeties, because we got nobody playing safety.
What's your grade?
A D. I want to go F like Larry.
Man.
I'm giving them a D.
Defensive backs.
F.
I'm about to get something put in this ginger ale. Because it's too much chaser in there for me.
Oh goodness.
So F for defensive backs.
Yes, sir.
Total defense.
D minus.
Larry's F across the board.
Larry's F across the board.
Oh yeah.
So you ain't gotta go to Larry. I'm just being modest.
Listen, guys, let's put it this way. What do the statistics say? I mean,
F.
I mean, literally. 50 points by everybody?
Everybody scored 50.
Yeah, I know, Kia. I know.
You can't even put this on a curve. Okay, you can't even curve this grade.
Kia had to leave from Urban Soul to give her point of view because it was so bad. All right, Ralph, let's go special teams.
Okay, I ordinarily would have given them an A, but since that kid fumbled the snap, I'm gonna have to give them a B plus.
I think
he got one job.
Yeah.
One job. Catch the ball.
Well,
that's all he got to do.
Listen, tell Notre Dame the same thing.
Yeah, sure. He get paid a lot more.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's not automatic sometimes, okay? But other than that, they've been steady all year for us.
Yes,
okay.
My man Steve said 55 points, question mark. A, B, C, D, E,
F. What else is it? I mean, this is not rocket science, guys. Come on.
And he said it like he was blowing through a trumpet.
No, he went up the scale.
Yes, sir.
Right? Yeah, Steve knows what's going on.
That's it.
Oh, and by the way, the band got an A.
Oh, no doubt, no
Yeah.
doubt, no doubt.
I just didn't want to leave that.
Both days?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, from what we
Dude, you know what? I don't care what them boys in Jackson, Mississippi say. Yeah, they probably do blow louder than everybody in the United States, but we play real music. It's something good to the ears.
Yeah.
We got a dynamite band, and everybody knows it. And people want to know why Bethune don't travel. My question is, why you don't travel? Oh, of course, it's good, easy for Jackson State to get on a couple of pickups and go to Alcorn.
You just wouldn't understand, Chuck. Larry over here, man, big time professor. So when we turn in grades, we got to have it right because we're getting graded too. So Chuck said you all are hard graders.
No. Listen, this is college, okay? this is not Pop Warner. You might get socially promoted from kindergarten, but this is college. What Miss Bethune say? If you're not here for business, you have no business here. When you enter the line, you depart the serve. Okay? I just repeat what the founder said. If you're not here for business, you have no business here.
Don't put any more gin in that.
No.
Boy, look at here.
I'm just telling you what it is.
Public service announcement. Defense, you better play your butts off because next Thursday,
man,
if you don't, I ain't gonna be able to turn Larry's microphone off.
No, in the words of the illustrious Professor Emeritus at Bethune-Cookman College, Rudolph Gonzalez Matthews, Bunky Matthews, our defense is rapidly approaching the fact that you are too late for today and too early for the next semester. Okay, because the grades are already in. So that's where it is. I'm just being real. I love Bethune-Cookman.
No, but you want to see
you got to show me something.
1 year we flip one side of the ball on and then turn the other side off.
And don't get me wrong. I those kids are great kids.
Yes,
I love them. I met most of them, and they're good kids. They just need some help along the way, and I don't know that that's happening right now. And so you know what they do if in the college, if you're a professor and everybody in the class fails, and they fire the professor. Okay,
yes,
something wrong with the teacher.
Deshaun Foster.
Hey, listen, it's that time of the year, Daryl. Okay, these guys didn't make it out of
you right up on that.
Yes, sir.
At 0-3.
0-3 is. It's got us down there with Mississippi Valley.
This is a critical weekend. This weekend, hopefully, we will play better defensively. I hope so. But there's nothing that gives me any cause to think we are. So we'll see.
Travis, to answer your question, I believe there's 7 starters on that return on defense, roughly around there.
But the same coaches.
Yeah.
Got 7 returning starters, but you got the same headphones.
Yeah.
I'm just stating the fact.
Larry.
I'm just stating the fact.
Larry.
You mentioned Travis, and I know listens on the show.
Oh yeah, he's tuned in.
Travis was in a game, a critical game when he played Cookman, and he well remembers it against our arch rival from the school up on the hill, where we were getting annihilated defensively by Florida A&M. They got whatever they want, and the coach went in at halftime and took over the defense and said, "Forget about whatever we did in the first half. We are going after these people." And we went after Florida A&M, turned the game around. Nobody thought we could do it. That defense turned it around because we brought pressure, and we won the football game. And everybody thought we had lost. People left and got the score and was trying to come back to the stadium. But we had some coaching going on that side. We had to make some adjustments.
In game.
Right there at halftime.
That's the thing that we've lacked for what?
3 years.
No.
2 years.
Two.
Yeah.
1.5 so far.
So
Yeah.
we'll I think it's safe to say all eyes will be on the defense this week. Okay, if we'll watch the offense too, but we're gonna really be watching
Yeah,
to
the
see if the
defense.
defense is making any kind of progress in what they're attempting to do.
Really, I just think they need to be a little bit more aggressive.
I
mean, that would
I would
help.
say, I would say so
I would
too.
I would think
Back and letting somebody
Let it come to
let
you
them come to you. You got to take it to them.
or run around you.
I mean, I don't know what you could do to say, hey, okay, all of a sudden we want you to be aggressive. But all defenses usually are pretty aggressive.
well.
Usually. I mean, that's why those particular guys are always on defense because they are probably the most aggressive people you have on the football team. But I don't see that in our defense.
So, guys, let's go to EWU's scouting report. They come in to this game 3-0 overall, 2-0 in their conference. Scoring, Edward Waters on the season scored 42.67 points a game. Their opponents 22. Total points scored this year 128. Their opponents 66. First downs. They've had 66 first downs. Their opponent 51. Rushing 88 on the 336. As far as passing, so Edward Waters 775 yards. Their opponents 399 yards. Total offense, Edward Waters 1,163 yards. Their opponent 735. 16 touchdowns on the season. Their opponents 9. Penalties. This is where it matters.
Yes, it is.
Edward Waters has been penalized for 141 yards per game. Their opponents 127.67. So there's a lot of mistake football mixed in there.
They had more than 200 weekend.
Wow.
Oh, because he always played through them.
Well, that's what he's doing now. But draw a lot of laundry. No
yards on the season, 23 yards. For 383. The ball for 30 minutes. They're 3. So on the season, 129 minutes.
They have an excellent game. Not field goals, extra points, punting, and they have you better be able to defend. Bring it back in a hurry.
Yeah. I think that's another area they were last year. They have much better coverage.
Sitting there watching that game, 12 seconds of the game last week, and it was up and about to go into overtime, and they had the ball down inside of the 30-yard line, and I thought that they should be operating with a sense of urgency. But Brian James just took his time, and he could have gotten closer, but he sent the young man out to 8 yards, 38, 39 yards, and as he had done all day long, he slammed it right on through almost as the clock was going out, and they won it 41-38, 41-39, 41-39, no 41-38. Sorry. So coming down here, not only to win the football game, he wants to embarrass Bethune-Cookman.
Oh,
That's
most
his nature.
definitely.
That's his nature.
Most definitely. So, got to be ready for it.
We got to meet. We got to meet it.
Got to be definitely ready for it.
But Ralph, I want you to watch. I heard what you said. I want you to watch that triple stack now. That 3-3. I want you to watch that because you're gonna be asking, where did this one come from? Where did that one come from? They run it. They run it really really well. They really do. They don't have a lot of depth, but boy, they get after you. They really will bring pressure.
Oh, I'm quite sure they will, but when they get there, we're gonna be gone.
Okay, all right.
I'm hoping anyway.
Now, listen, Daryl. I hear what he said. I hope we don't see him leaving in the first
Boy,
quarter.
what
Okay,
he already done told me, bro.
But you know I will.
you know,
He already done said
the
if we
deacon to get up here, get up in a minute and walk
Lord
out.
have mercy, I'm going.
You know he will.
He do both the hands like that.
He's talking to himself. I got to go.
Yes, indeed.
But
I could tell you. I could tell you within the first 10 minutes what kind of game it's gonna be.
okay.
Because, like I said, I'm just not trusting the defense. I don't have no trust whatsoever. None. Zero.
I think it's going to be a very exciting football game. I don't think it's going to be boring at all. If you like offense, if you like fanfare, they're bringing their band and they're and they're
Right,
spirited little
right.
band, but they really perform well, and they're bringing their students. I mean, all roads from Duval, and get ready to hear that word all day long. Now, Duval, you're gonna hear that all day long from them. I know I heard it the other day. So, so get ready.
I tell you what, I better not hear one person say it.
That little black Tony.
Yeah.
Black Tony.
I know that's right, bro.
CC, I got you, frat boy. I got you.
Nah, Larry, don't get it. If he don't, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, CC. Look at me. Look at me. If you don't bring him no Jenkins,
Oh boy.
you going to the other side with
Boy.
Jenkins.
I like that.
I'm just telling you from a man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So,
Oh man, this is going to be interesting.
oh yeah, definitely.
It's going to be extremely interesting.
It's going to be a great day for football. It really is, and what an exciting way to kick it off. Against an in-state opponent who's playing really, really well, and who's coming in as David versus Goliath.
Right.
And they're going to play that card as best they can. I'm more worried about their president because you talk about somebody who will show out.
Really?
Dr. Faith. Been chirping at Mosley already.
Really?
Oh yeah. So it's friendly banter, but nonetheless, he wants to be the big dog.
Wow.
He's not going to be the big dog in Daytona Saturday.
And
he's not going to be the big dog in Daytona.
I mentioned this to Jeff Fagan earlier today. We were talking. After this football game that they play, Bethune-Cookman.
So we got to stop his roll.
Okay, I hear you. Ralph, I'm with you. Get out there, big dog. Stop him for me. I mean, I'm with you.
We gotta stop Jenks' roll and put him where he's supposed to be. And put him where he's supposed to be in his place.
Yeah, we definitely have to do that. Stop that roll because.
Really, we don't have a choice. Really, we don't have a choice.
He's listening. Okay,
I hope so.
Something tells
and tell him we're not going to let him go fishing with us if he wins.
See what Jerry said. Jerry said CC made it all the way to Orangeburg. Yeah,
but he came. Okay. But he make it to Orangeburg.
Yeah, I mean, boy, when it rains, it coming in on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Jerry is the good guy.
He would just probably say, "I'm merely stating the truth, the facts."
Definitely, man. Definitely. Guys, we won't go into our game plan yet. We'll have a special caller calling in tonight on the show, and hopefully we can definitely get him in on the show and tell us a little bit about this weekend. How many people do you think will be there Saturday, Larry?
I really believe we could probably have upwards of 10,000 people at this game. 10, 11,000 people. I really believe that. Because Jacksonville they're all buying in. They're all in on this. And like I said, it's our first home game of the year.
Yep.
And the students are definitely going to be here. And I think fans in the Central Florida area, Cookman fans, and maybe South Florida. Plus, we got the Hall of Fame. It's tomorrow night.
That is true.
So
it's is that tomorrow night?
That's
right?
Tomorrow night, yeah. So it's a very festive weekend, and I don't see any reason why we wouldn't approach 10, 12,000 people at this game.
It's one of the, I know they played Virginia Union last week, but this is like the Mecca.
This is it
for them.
This was already circled.
Yeah.
The Virginia Union game was for them the means to the end. This is where for them on this early part of their schedule. This is the game that they're circling. They want to replicate what Clark did to us last year. They want to be another SIC team that plays Bethune-Cookman in the fourth game of the year.
Why everybody want to beat up on us?
With HBCU go here again as they were here last year. All of it looks the same.
Definitely all looks the same.
Fish, and they get some loaves of bread to feed these people.
You could always get a data boy with a fish sandwich.
Somebody asked me today, called me and said, are y'all tailgating? What's the menu? I said, I have no idea. My brothers are out of town right now. We'll pray over that tonight and figure out what we're gonna have.
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna pray over it.
We're gonna pray over it tonight.
Oh man!
I tell you what I did though, which is why I was running a little late. I got to second. I said, this is a big football weekend, so I went out and got me a real big bunch of collard greens.
Really?
Yes, indeed. Picked them already.
Wow.
I'm gonna wash them tonight. I got me some candy yams. I said, I'm not gonna worry about eating out this week. I'm gonna cook me some brisket stew, and I'm gonna be able to eat tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday.
Wow. My boy's ready.
Yes, sir.
He's the only 160-pound guy I know that talks about food daily. He talks about food every time I see him.
Listen. It's just something about football in Daytona and Bethune-Cookman football and food. They go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
I agree with you on that one, Larry.
They definitely
I
go
agree with you.
hand in hand, guys. So, no, but we're looking at having fish and sausage and fries over for our tailgate.
You talk right. We might get some collard greens.
I don't think them gonna leave the house right there.
Oh boy!
I think he gonna have Jenkins and collard greens.
Yeah. I'm on the prowl for the Jenkins. You can believe that? Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Nick Ross say, "Let me get some of that stew, Larry."
I got to look out for Nick.
Hey man, I tell you.
Yeah, I mean, if you ain't holding your mouth right, man.
Huh?
That boy got a big old bunch of greens.
Listen, I shouldn't have mentioned food. Let's get back to the game. We're already going into culinary business now.
What Ralph is basically saying is them greens are part of the game plan.
I know.
Pretty much.
If you don't have them, then don't show up.
I suspect that's what he's talking about.
I think so,
much.
man. You know how that guy is, man. He came in on the roll,
He definitely came in.
Yes,
But
sir.
I really hope that during our home stand, as the weather gets a little cooler, particularly in October, guys, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna do a really big pot of seafood chowder,
Ugh.
and what we're gonna do? We're gonna sell that. You can either get it as a soup, or we'll have it. You can buy the rice to put over the top of it. I'm gonna make a big container of that, but it's got to get a little bit cooler because I don't think people want to be eating that as hot as it is right now.
Nah, definitely.
That's good though.
Definitely.
Wow. Now I'm concerned with collard greens and now seafood. Oh man, you overload me there, brother. You overload me. I'm already a fat guy.
Guys, let's go into, and we've already pretty much covered it for the most part, but I need to know your game plan, man. Let me go to Ralph first. Yeah, don't give it.
Okay, my game plan is this. I want to establish the run early. I want to push people around. And if I can run it in, I want to run it in. That's why I say it. On defense, I want to come out and I want to be aggressive, and then aggressive even some more, and stop standing back waiting for them to attack you. You attack them.
Let me put a pause on that real quick.
Okay.
TD Wilson.
That's
To leave on. He left on his own state. Yeah. So before we got too far into that's your game plan?
That's my game plan.
And collard greens.
Hopefully.
My man said hopefully.
Boy, you guys pushing hard.
That's what I'm working on.
You guys are pushing hard. You and me.
That's what I'm working on.
You guys are really working this thing hard.
Well,
I
went up, my it was only a few.
Supposed to be working. He up there thinking.
Oh man.
He's up his mouth. Getting to the.
Wow.
Yeah.
They late anyway.
Yeah, they are. They are. I'm going to do this. I'm going to reach in there and bring a couple of bags of specs out of my freezer. I'm definitely going to do that.
Right.
So, Larry, what's your game plan? What are you doing?
Well, for me, I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. But offensively for us, I think we have with the team with the most playmakers. I think we need to get the ball to our playmakers in space, but I think we need to continue to use that RPO look with that eye candy in the backfield, because if they're going to bring pressure like they showed the other day, we need to be able to give them some false keys and have them out of position.
Yes.
I think our running game, I know Virginia Union's them because they're run your RPO off backs, but lean on them because they're.
Yeah, you gotta
lean on them and make it a physical game. And I think from that standpoint, defensively, if we not let them get people behind us, their quarterback Noah Bond want to really run. He gives the appearance of running. So you cannot come off your receiver. You're going to have to stay with your receiver through the entirety of the play, because if you give him, he can get it out there.
He can sling
He
it.
can really. Oh, he's a big dude. He's 6'4", 230. He's a grown man, and he knows what to do, in this offense. The other thing I'm gonna say this defensively, you have got to expect every trick play in the book with Jenkins. Jenkins is going to be a riverboat gambler, so we're going to have to be look for all kind of gadgets, things that would be unexpected, and so we've got to be aware at all times of him. He's going to go for it on fourth down a lot. If it's manageable, he's going to do that. He's going to go for it. So we've got to be ready. Also, the pace, the tempo. He wants to go fast. So we have to be very careful with our substitutions, not getting caught with 12 people on the football field trying to run people off. Stay base. Stay base. That's what we basically do anyway.
Pretty much.
We pretty much stay base. So we don't need to get in.
Larry went across the juggler.
I'm just serious. Let's stay.
At least he didn't say vanilla.
No, I said base. I said base.
He said base.
Stay base. But I think that's the thing. We need to win the kicking game, guys. We really do. We need to win the kicking game. We need something big to pop for us in the kicking game. Kick return for us in the kicking game. Kick return, punt return, whatever, punt return, whatever, We need that to happen.
There you go.
We need that to happen.
There you go.
So if we can do those things. So if we can do those things. I can do those things. I think can't give them. Can do those things. I think can't give them anything cheap.
No, definitely can't give them anything cheap. No, definitely can't give them anything cheap. Now we'll go to a word from our sponsor. Now we'll go to a word from our sponsor as we go through our finish with the game plan. I want to go with scores. Final score. I want to go with scores. Final score, anything of that nature. But where are we going to put? Where are we going to put a lot of points up? I guess that would. Are we going to put a lot of points up? I guess that would be my biggest question. A lot of points up. I guess that would be my biggest question.
You'll see him play good again should his number get called this year. I really believe that.
I just don't like to see quarterbacks put the ball on the ground.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm not calling that one that Cam had putting it on the ground because actually he scored a touchdown on that one.
Right.
He scored a touchdown on that. So I don't call that putting it on the ground. It was just a matter of someone thinking that I can call this one back, but the touchdown had already been scored. I don't think if I was a coach, I'd even left the field.
We'll see. Again, both of these guys really are four-year quarterbacks. They're senior quarterbacks, and they know the value of quarterbacks, and they know the value of protecting the football. And I think that we won't have a mishap like that, not like we had.
Okay.
Like I said, this is a busy weekend. It really is. Lots of stuff going on.
Yep. So we can't get anybody in the audience to call and ask us a really, really tough question.
What's that really tough question?
Whatever it is, whatever they think is a good question. We'll let Larry start off with it.
As long as it's not about the defense.
Yeah, yeah. We know nothing about the D.
386-287-1226.
That's the other side of the ball.
287-1226.
If any question you want to know about defense, that Big D.
Yeah.
I can't help it.
He's doing something because Columbia been winning. Okay?
Yeah,
They're
man.
rolling.
he goes for Brian goes for his 100th win tomorrow night against Trinity Christian, who's
they're
not
down.
doing so
They're
well.
down.
Yeah, they are.
I watched them against
They are.
Wingz on TV.
Oh
a couple of weeks ago.
yeah.
Really
So
bad.
hopefully he can get it tomorrow night. I'll be there on the call and with Reverend Isidore up in the box.
All right.
And, yeah.
All right.
So we hope to get that 100th win
I
under
think
Brian's
you
belt.
all. I think you all will be given prayerful consideration.
Well, thank you, sir. We went up to Boot Hill last weekend.
I know. I saw
handled
that.
business.
I saw that. I said,
shut Madison out.
Yeah, I said, Lord.
Y'all shut Medicine up?
Yeah.
we
They're
shut
young this year.
Yeah.
But still, it's a Boot Hill. Okay?
Yeah, it's still
It's very.
It was a defensive game. The first score was a bad snap into the end zone for Madison, and we got 2 points, and then we finally scored a touchdown. And
do anybody know where Keevis is now? He's not at Madison.
No, he's not in Madison.
No, he's not coaching there anymore. I don't know. I haven't seen him since the year they went to playoffs, and it was on TV. Coaching offensive team for Madison when they went to the playoff and played Hawthorne, I think it was.
Right.
Yeah.
I tell you.
And what about Matt? Is he still overseas?
He was, but I saw him at the Miami game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him at the Miami game. But he was coaching over there this year. So.
My guy, Matt Johnson.
Yes, sir. Boy, I hope this traffic hurry up because it's giving us the blues, man. I tell you.
And I pulled up here. I said, now, I first thought about graduation. I said, we just started school. Can't be graduation. What is going on?
They must have had a play over there, some sort.
Either some kind of entertainer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be that.
There's a lot of cars flowing out of there.
Yes, indeed.
86287-1226, 386. You mentioned Jenkins. When is the final day for?
Last of the month, I think it's the 30th.
30th.
The 30th. Just a little intel. Everybody's trying to get their sauce, but they're so backlogged with the sauce. They're not. The last day to take the sauce was supposed to be the 25th. No way of keeping up with the orders. And so I was told on Saturday the best day to go to try to get some sauce from one of the stores is on Monday.
Really?
Yeah, because see I'm gathering that they're not mass producing it. They're producing it in house.
So even though he's closing his brick and mortar, is he still going to produce the sauce?
No, that's it. That's it.
And we'll get out of everything.
Done.
Which is
bittersweet.
Yeah, well, because one guy, he said something. I had to laugh. He said, man, they need to be selling the sauce. You can put chicken sauce on a dishcloth and it tastes pretty good to eat. I said, oh my goodness. I said, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Hey, fans, we're sorry about the technical difficulties. There was a large event near where we do the show from, and it caused some technical difficulties with the internet. But I think we're getting ready to bounce back.
Yeah,
traffic is still kind of flowing through here. So 386-287-1226, 386-287-1226. That's the number to call in to the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. 386-287-1226.
Ralph, I was saying that tomorrow I would love to get a chance to see Randy Strong. I hadn't seen Randy since, literally being inducted.
Yeah. On that,
he's standing up.
I don't know the whole. It's a total of. I was just thinking uh, with seniors when I was a freshman. One was in football, one was basketball. Just in Strong and Brothers, who was actually out of New Jersey. He was the last big man that could be of New Jersey. He went on to become the most celebrated basketball player in the history of Tel Aviv, Israel. I mean, he's
Wow.
literally, I mean, phenomenal.
Yeah,
And so
but he could shoot it.
He could score,
could
boy,
shoot
let me
it.
tell you, he was something else. He was all we had my freshman year. He had 46.
They had 7 feet tall.
Yeah, and look, he was given a free Celtics. And last out of the game, and so he decided to go celebrity. Led Israel to 2 FIBA. That's no small feat. Young guy, really outstanding. And so I've not seen him, what have you, but I've not seen him since he left Bethune-Cookman.
He was at I don't know, was it 2 or 3 years ago? He was at one of our football games.
Was he really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to try to make an opportunity to see if I can bump into those guys some kind of way tomorrow. But,
Just go to the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
That's invitation only. I just
Hey,
told you.
but we've been getting invitations, so maybe not to that, but you know.
You could have messed the collard greens up on Saturday.
Yeah.
He already told you on the outside looking in. He already told you that.
So
I'm cooking the collard in time. you know that may happen. I may go. I mean, when I saw that bunch, I said they had to have that. They had to have that.
wow.
But yeah, of this crowd, when I came over here, saying, "Well, where is?" I said, "Well, let me call Ralph." Wait. I said, "Okay, I'm with you."
I was just going past LPGA.
Okay, you're just going. Yeah.
Hey, caller, you on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Welcome. Just one moment. I think we can get you in here. Caller, you're on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Welcome. Chuck. I think we had him. Maybe we lost him.
Hey, you might deal with this internet.
Yeah. Chuck, you on here?
I think you lost him.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get him back. Let's see if we can get Chuck on here. Chuck, how about it, man? How's it going?
All right.
There we go.
All right.
There we go.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you, man. Like I say, we got some stuff going on down here off of Main Street, and
Yeah.
it's been.
Technology is something.
I tell you,
trying
I
to get
tell
the
you.
kinks out. I can imagine it is something. It is something.
Oh yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
we're glad to have you here, though.
Yes, I'm just out here. I was up here watching. At halftime, I was watching Tuskegee and Benedict. Benedict leading Tuskegee 28-17 at halftime, and I had Charlotte and Rice on. And Rice was leading Charlotte 14-9. I was watching these ball games and watching you all as well, giving you all the support.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been quite interesting with these games. I see. I believe you all gonna have a nice attendance there. You know, I see you all are facing Ever Waters. That one is getting a lot of talk. I've been noticing in the meteors, the various meteors they've been talking about it, and I think it's going to draw a lot of attention. I call it the church games because
The
they
church
about
game.
AME and
The AME
Yo,
against
yeah.
the United Methodists.
Yeah.
Huh?
AME against United Methodists.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking about that. I said that's be interesting. And you talking about Dr. Zachary Faison.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, Dr. Faison is a diehard sports fan.
Yes,
He's
he
not
is.
your typical
No.
university president. You always think about those college presidents being a bunch of snobs, and he's far from it. And I found out your new president from the interview that Stephen Holmes did that Dr. Arthur Mosley found he asked him if he likes sports. He said he likes sports. And,
Oh yeah, he's
I
a
learned some
big
things
time
about him through
sports
his
guy.
show. Yeah, it's great to have presidents like that, and I think things go well when you have that. And also I'm gonna give you all a funny story. My folks, I didn't go to the game. My folks went to the game a decade and a half before head back to Monroe.
Yeah.
What happened? They got back to Monroe and they both went to Grambling. My father played in the band at Grambling back in the '60s. Like I said, Harold Bray was he and Harold Bray, one of your former band directors, was in the band together at Grambling, and he got home and looking sad. They thought that Grambling had lost. I told them no. I said Grambling won in overtime, 37-31, thanks to Tyrell Raby. I told him about what had occurred. And then Dad got a chance to see what happened there. What happened? I watched the game live on SWAC TV.
Wow.
SWAC TV.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the sadness turned into happiness for them.
Yes, indeed.
Quite quickly.
Yes,
So.
Kentucky State is not a slouch. That SIAC conference, the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, is not a slouch. I was looking at it. I know you all facing Edward Waters. Then you have. I was looking at Kentucky State, and I was looking at Albany State, Fort Valley State. That's a strong conference for NCAA Division II.
Most definitely. Most definitely. So, it'll be an interesting weekend. Be a very interesting weekend. Good football. Not a whole lot of SWAC teams playing, but some good football being played.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, and I was listening to Mr. Wesley. Talking about food, you were making me hungry. You started talking about brisket and greens and all those type things. I love that.
That's how we do it down here, man. I know you guys do the same out in Louisiana. So We'll be out there soon.
Oh yeah, we do the same up here in Northeast Louisiana, and like I said, I'm close to Arkansas.
Right. Definitely. Well, have it ready for us when we get out there, Chuck. We're coming out to face Grambling.
I'm not French-speaking Louisianian. I'm a Louisiana Yankee. Those Cajun Creoles, that's down south.
Definitely so. Well, Chuck, man, thanks for calling in, man. Always great to hear from you. And can we get the Hail Wildcats from you?
Well, yeah, I could go ahead and say Hail Wildcats.
Let's go.
And you all have a fun and safe weekend.
Hey, thank you very much,
have a great,
Chuck.
Game day weekend.
Same to you, man. We thank you every week, and we look forward to talking to you next week.
All right, you all take care, and like I said, have fun and be safe.
All right, will do, man. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
All right.
386-287-1226. 386-287-1226. That is the number to call in to the show. So,
I didn't traffic last 5450.
And getting out of that little.
Really?
Ooh, man. Yes,
it's something else, huh?
Yeah. Boy.
Right. That's where we flew into. I think we're going into Monroe. 386-287-1226. 287-1226. to set it for us. Get better. Now I know how those guys, you know, struggle. It is. It's another fish. That ain't no technology. That's just.
Hey, and if you hold your
You guys are something, boy.
386 287. Here on the Hail Wildcats. It's just fight through. Caller, you're. Yeah. I understand.
I tell you, I'm gonna show you a picture of Lionel Richie. If you can believe this, that's not really Lionel Richie. That's me.
let me see that.
That's me. That's.
Wow, you got a big fro there, dude.
Yeah, but that's what years ago. Okay?
He's still.
The pound. And all the.
No, we didn't. The collard greens like I. You know, years ago, from the 19. Top 10 two football programs. And we pulled this out. Reading this, Mr. Camp, if I would do a game programs. Man, look at him. The whole program.
Willie Jackson.
That's him. Willie Jackson. How about that?
He wasn't that bad looking guy.
No,
I don't know what happened to him afterwards.
Willie gonna get you, Ralph.
Boy, big time.
You know he's gonna get you, Ralph. You gonna be in for it.
Can I show them that picture of
of Willie? Yeah, Willie Jackson.
there you go, fans.
All American candidate and all conference, all SIAC first team safety. Quite a football player. That football team was loaded with talent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Moore
Yep,
loaded up.
Wesley Moore.
Yes, sir.
So, guys, do you guys remember the last time we played there with Warriors?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I remember
yeah.
our old friend, Thomas Frazier. I remember him walking by Jenkins and telling him, you got to put up 66 against them.
Yeah.
That's what he said to him. And I think what we scored, 70?
Oh yeah, I think it was 70.
Yeah.
Right at 70.
But
We verify that.
I'm
Go back
not
and
comparing
look at
these
it.
two teams, though. So.
Yeah. Miss Lodge said, "Who has the fries?" That's important.
We're gonna let Jerry do this, fries.
All right.
Oh boy, y'all.
Fried
Fried
Daddy.
Daddy.
y'all. Now, Jerry told you guys.
What'd Jerry say?
Jerry said, Jerry told you he doesn't work for the French Fry Legion. He told y'all that. And
Caller, you're on the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Welcome.
Good evening, gentlemen. This is Vernon Jackson from Palm Beach. How are you all doing tonight?
We're doing
Good,
good,
sir.
Vernon.
How about yourself?
I'm doing fine. I'm looking forward to the first home football game this Saturday, the Lord's will. So hopefully our Wildcats go out there and play some great football. I believe we have a good team this year. It's just a matter of them not only being in the game physically, but mentally they have to be prepared, and I think that will make a difference if they mentally prepared to go out and play some Wildcat football.
Most definitely. We just have to settle down and play the football that we know how to play, and not let the moment get too big for us. And these guys have been playing football their whole lives, and you know what to do. It's about I talked to someone who's important to this football program the other day, and their main thing was it's the little things, and it is. It's truly the little things. It's fundamentals and it's technique. You go into the game, I don't care who you're playing, and you don't go. The people who have the fundamentals and technique are going to win all day.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's still about running, blocking, and tackling execution. That's what it's about.
Absolutely. So hopefully our Wildcats show up like our band and show out, because we got the best band in the land. And if the football team get on the same playing field like the band, the baseball, the basketball, we're going to see our old BCC/BCU come to pass during this season, hopefully and prayerfully.
Most definitely.
Amen.
Most definitely.
Amen.
And that's what we're looking forward to. We're definitely looking forward to that. And we know you'll be right there with us to see it.
Looking forward to coming out there, to the tailgate on Saturday. That's something I look forward to when I come to the game.
Definitely so, man. We'll be there.
Gridiron tailgate.
Yeah.
We'll be there. We're going to, hey, don't.
Don't do Vernon.
Yeah. You might. If you come early, then you'll. So,
Oh. No,
That's going to be a challenge.
But I'm just looking forward to seeing you all on Saturday, and as go up to Hail Wildcat Gridiron, I tell people about it. But you guys are phenomenal. Each and every one of y'all are phenomenal.
Hey, thank you very
Thank you
much,
so much.
Vernon. We're trying here, and we just want all the fans to join in.
Gator Bowl, the Gateway, the 16th annual.
They had a running back on that team from Delray Carver. Cannot think of his name.
And his name was it Tracy Nobles?
No, you're talking about Vincent.
Vincent
No,
Nobles.
no. Vincent went to Bethune.
Okay, a running back for Edward Waters?
Yeah.
You said?
It was a running back who was leading the nation in yardage. I cannot think of his name, but he was from Carver.
Okay.
Delray. Yeah.
It wasn't Eugene Cannonball Butler, was it?
I think
That's who. Yeah. He was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah. Had speed galore.
Yeah, he was drafted by the Atlanta Falcons. But the 67 game, Bethune won 67-6. It was. I will never forget that game because Alfred Haywood out of Jacksonville, Matthew
My
W.
man,
Gilbert,
that's my man.
Alvin Wise's good friend.
Yeah.
And Haywood hyphen a rock in a weary land. A rock in a weary land. There's photos in there. This was done in 67. And so there are a number of people who are still alive in that video. And there's a football clip of us playing against Edward Waters in the Gator Bowl in that particular clip.
Guys, want to give a special tribute to some Wildcat we lost over the weekend on this past Sunday, I believe. Mr. Willis.
Gary Willis?
No,
He was
the equipment manager.
equipment manager.
Oh, you're talking about Winston.
Winston Willis.
Winston.
Yeah,
Winston.
Yeah, he
Willis,
was in a car
Yes,
accident.
Yeah,
Winston, yeah.
Winston,
He lost
down
he and
in
his wife, yeah.
Brevard County. So prayers out to that
Yeah.
family.
Yeah,
Winston was
absolutely.
very special to us.
Sure.
Yes.
A lot of
Really
people,
good guy.
A lot of very, very, very helped this program out a lot. This football program out
Sure
a lot. He
did.
will
Yeah.
definitely be missed amongst a lot of us. So
Ralph, you remember that first tailgate that I did?
Oh, yeah.
Winston.
that was a good one.
And Winston and his boys came over, and cleaned up the tailgate, cleaned up the food, took everything. but he was just a really good guy.
Oh, by the way,
really loved cooking.
He had collard greens, potato salad.
Ralph.
I'm just letting you know. This dude know how to throw down now.
Ralph.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you that.
So Ben,
I'm trying to tell you.
Ralph and Frazier came over together, and boy, they had a great time.
We had a great time, really.
Benedict 31, Tuskegee 17, third quarter in Columbia, South Carolina.
That surprises me. That really does. Yeah, yeah. I thought Tuskegee would be stronger this year, particularly when they beat Winston-Salem in the first game of the year, the Red Tail Classic in Montgomery.
Yes.
They looked really good. And I didn't think that Benedict would be that stout this year because they're still trying to recover from Chinnis. Yeah, Chinnis took everything but the toilet paper with him. Okay, he took everything, the plumbing out of there and everything. But that's a good score for them, and they have a wonderful facility there on campus. Benedict has one of the nicer HBCU stadiums on campus.
And I love Tuskegee, but I still can't get over that particular part of that bleachers with that top over.
That's the shed, baby.
The
That's
shed, yes,
That's
sir.
the shed.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you, Ralph, you talk about back in. See, they've modernized it now, but back in the day,
they didn't have lights back in the day.
No, it was called the Dust Bowl. There wasn't no grass.
I think they just got lights
this year.
Yeah, they got lights.
Lights and also field turf. But guess what? The shed is still there.
Shed is still there.
The shed is still there.
I wonder how do you get to sit under the shed?
That's the student section.
That is.
Right.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't realize that people ask all the time when they go to FAMU. For years, when we were in school, FAMU football team sat on the visitor side. They sat on the student side, which is the east side of the stadium, opposite the press box. The visitors sat on the press box.
I believe they started doing that again.
Did they go back to it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Because that was a tradition that was established back with Jay Gaither. Because that was the only stadium that, as a kid going in, I was like, Mom, Dad, why are we sitting on the press box side? Cookman's team was over here, and FAMU's on the other side. Well, the alumni didn't want to sit around those students with the band playing, so they put them on that side, and it's the same thing.
It's also horrible for the visiting team because
you got all the NF fans.
Yeah, and the band playing right behind you.
Right behind you.
Chuck like ball and parlay Tuskegee shed. Yes, sir.
That's it. And that favorite fight song that they had. Boy, they would get out there, and that band would start, the Crimson Pipers of Tuskegee, the band. And they had this, we were coming down to come into the stadium. They got up underneath that shed, and they started hollering, come on, everybody. Boy, look here. I thought they were having church. And they had that going on all day long. We had some great games with them during the 4 years that I was at Bethune.
Yeah, it was hard to beat them boys
hard
back
to beat
then.
them.
It was hard to beat those guys.
They ran the wishbone, and so did we. But, the Benedicts of the world, those are the schools that I remember growing up as a kid. Bethune-Cookman played. Benedict, Allen University, played them in the tilt of the maroon and gold, was always played many times in Tampa, Florida, at Phillips Field in Tampa. But we traveled to all of those schools. The Savannah State, long-time rival. Albany State, long-time. The only one in Georgia we didn't play a lot.
Fort Valley.
We didn't play Fort Valley a lot, and we didn't play Clark.
Yeah.
But that was just the second time.
Morris Brown was almost our cousin.
Oh, Morris Brown was, yeah.
We always played Morris
Brown. I remember this distinctly. Couldn't have been more than 7 years of age, somewhere in that age, second grade. We had gotten out of school and had come home and were practicing, behind the gymnasium, Ralph, back in the old day, but on the band field, right where the band field is now, was Cookman's football field. So Cookman was getting ready to play Morris Brown that weekend, and Morris Brown hadn't gotten in town yet. Bobby Frazier was the quarterback for Cy, It was his senior year. And Bunky was just getting out of class and was talking with Bobby. Bobby had changed into his uniform, and they were talking. And as a little kid, I used to, like many of the little kids, we liked to get Bobby to throw us the football and whatever. So he's throwing the football to us. Meanwhile, coming down Gym Road, right beside Gym, where you on the east side of the gymnasium, this bus comes down, and it's Morris Brown's bus. And they pull up behind the back of the gymnasium, the back door, and their head coach, Ox Clemens, was a good friend of Bunky's. And the door opened up, because this is back during the time when black schools had to stay on campus.
Right.
You couldn't go to any hotels. So they were going to be staying in the gymnasium. And so they were getting ready to go eat, because they just gotten off the road from Morris Brown, Atlanta. So the door opens up, Ox Clemens walks out, big coach. And the team the bus. And Bobby and Bunky are talking, and I'm at Bunky said, Ox, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Ox said, what, Bunk? You're getting off this bus. Y'all bigger than the Baltimore Colts. He said, our little team and y'all getting off the bus tilting. Y'all bigger than the Baltimore Colts. We all fell out laughing. I have, Bethune-Cookman promptly went right out there. Morris Brown had just beat Tennessee State the week before. It was actually Si's first year, so I'm gonna go give you the exact score right now.
For sure,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
And a cook.
Well, I'm not gonna get out of this alive tonight.
You got to keep on reminding.
Yeah.
And a cook.
And a cook.
Look, somehow it's gonna be hard for me to keep my greens on. Yeah. I'm feeling that already. But Morris Brown came to play Cookman. The article in the News Journal, they outweighed Bethune-Cookman 35 to 40 pounds per man. They were huge. And Bethune-Cookman went out there and beat them 12-8 after they had beat Tennessee State. Morris Brown had beat Tennessee State in Nashville the previous week, 34-20.
Wow.
So, yeah, that was 1961. Si's first year there.
Wow.
Bigger than the Baltimore, and they were big. I mean, they
Morris
were
Brown
huge.
was always big.
Morris Brown was huge. The only school in the SIAC that had the size that FAMU was Morris Brown.
That's right.
That was the only school.
And they always was
They
huge.
were always huge. Literally. And it just breaks my heart every time I go to Atlanta now, and I go, because I finished from at Clark Atlanta University grad school, to drive by Morris Brown and see that stadium.
Right.
And that just the college in general, but the stadium.
Everybody played in that stadium, right?
Yeah, well,
Clark, Morris Brown, and Morehouse, right?
No, not anymore. They used to. Because
they don't play that anymore?
Listen, they redid the stadium for the '96 Olympics. It's homeless people living in it, Ralph.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, it's totally dilapidated. Yeah, Morris Brown, Clark has their own field, which is right now behind what was Atlanta University, which is now Clark Atlanta. Very nice field, red carpet, red turf. When we got this place years ago for the Hurricanes, when we went up to play the last time we played Jackson State in the MEAC Challenge, SWAC Challenge, we had to stay there, and we practiced on their field. But they have their own field. Morris Brown has a beautiful facility. I mean, Morehouse has a beautiful facility on campus.
They need it because they can't beat nobody.
Yeah, they played Howard pretty good the other day. They lost, but they played them in MetLife Stadium. It wasn't a bad score. But they're down, and but we used to play all those schools. We never played Morehouse in football during the time. No,
I don't remember.
We never played Fisk when we were in school.
Right.
But we
and Tennessee State though.
Yeah. Those in SI that against, and they were always good games that drew crowds. When we played at their
Well,
place.
it was usually 7 or 8 guys on Morris Brown team from Daytona.
Well, Morris Brown, really because of Coach Collins, Rip Collins, and some Coach Faircloth as well. They sent a lot of guys to Morris Brown back in the day, and those guys like Coach Griggs and those who came back to coach, they sent kids when they were coaching. Griggs was there when you were at Campbell.
Yep.
And they sent kids to Morris
Yeah,
Brown.
back then the Daytona guys were either going to go to Morris Brown or Allen University.
University. That's where they were going. They were going either Columbia or they were going to go to Atlanta.
Pretty much.
That was it. Every once in a while, you got one or two that would go SWAC. They go out west. A lot of them didn't stay. They
No.
came back home.
I could tell. I can understand that.
Me too. They would come back home. But those are the traditional rivalries. And it's just so good to see a lot of those schools still playing football. I mean, the facility that was the one reason that Chennis Berry didn't want to come to Cookman, because he
Right.
had better facilities
Yeah.
there
Right.
than he had at Bethune.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
And
about-
the fans really got behind
Yeah, really
it.
got behind him.
Yeah,
He had
yeah.
Columbia in his hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I think he made a good move.
Oh, no doubt. No
Because
doubt.
first of all, he don't have to relocate his family.
No, he's right there.
Right. Right.
And the word is right now that they're pushing out there on the MEAC Fan Zone app that many people think that Chennis will only be at Morris Brown. At South Carolina State for a couple of years because somebody's going to pick him up at a mid-major.
Yeah.
He's a really good coach.
Yeah.
Really good.
That Willie Simmons approach.
Yeah, the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Really,
yeah.
really good coach. And so he's on the fast track. But he's always been that when he was coaching up underneath Bill Hayes. He was the offensive line coach and offensive coordinator for Bill Hayes.
Willie, I get it. I understand it, but we don't have to be like that. I mean, what we saw last weekend is exactly how Bethune-Cookman should be if you support your program. That's it.
Well, it's just because we showed a picture of you now. Come on.
I mean,
Come on. Now, you saw your picture.
You got a football coach as your athletic director who left that program in good shape and then took over it for, so. Closing words, guys. Ralph.
Well, look, I wasn't able to attend the game in South Carolina, but I'm just saying, we need to fill Memorial Stadium up on Saturday and root for Bethune-Cookman University, and let's bring the victory home, and let's do it.
Mr. Wesley.
Yeah, I concur with that, and we need to stay for the entirety of the game.
The entirety of the game.
Okay, because this game could very well come down. You know how some of, not just Cookman people, but in general, people, you just heard Chuck say his parents left the game.
Right.
And it went overtime, and they thought that they had lost, and they won. So we need to stay there and cheer these guys on. I think it's going to be a very, very, very competitive and exciting football game. If you like offense, this is the one for you.
Tune in next Thursday night. We'll have a little different format. We will be remote next Thursday night. For the next 2 Thursdays, we will be remote, but we will be here for the Hail Wildcats Gridiron Show. Saturday, 3 p.m., Daytona Stadium. Make sure you're there. Our tailgate kicks off at 12:30 on this Saturday out at the stadium. Make sure you come by and see us. Shake the Gridiron Gang's hands and get you a little bit of food. That's the food that you'll be getting is
You better make sure you tell them.
fish and sausage and fries.
Boy, these guys are something.
Because listen, if a collard green show up there,
Armed guards are going to be around them.
right?
Boy, y'all are too
And
much.
we might put a crumb or cornbread up there for you. No, that white bread will be up there.
The white bread.
Yeah, that white bread.
Boy,
will be
y'all
up
are
there.
awesome.
Come by and see us. We'd love to see you at the tailgate. Fans, we apologize for the technical difficulties that occurred tonight. Seems like everything is back to normal all of a sudden now, and the show's about to end. But we promise you we will get those things straightened out. So
See you Saturday.
definitely see you Saturday. For Mr. Ralph Smith, Mr. Larry Wesley, and Coach Darold Williams. Hail Wildcats. Let's go Wildcats. We'll see you on Saturday.
Hail Wildcats.
Hail Wildcats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Bethune-Cookman University alma mater.